What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and it is that time of the year. It is Cigar of the Year time. Everybody is putting out their list, and in the years past, I have only done a top 1 cigar. We used to do top 10, top 5, and I just kind of felt bad for leaving out my friends in the industry. I didn't want people to say, hey, Kevin, why didn't I make your list? Why didn't I make your list? And I know they would never say that, but it always felt bad to me. And then I've actually spent the last couple years revisiting a lot of old cigars that I hadn't smoked in a long time. I'll turn my phone off there. And this year I've spent a lot of time smoking a lot of new cigars. And we put together a list. So let's get right into it. It's not going to be long, detailed. First of all, shout out to Herencia 21, winner of Best Lids in the Industry. Miguel Chodel of Crowned Heads. Obviously, Crowned Heads, makes great cigars and hats. Miguel, thank you for the hat. I paid for it, so thank you for sending me the hat that I paid for, I guess. So, all right, we're going to get right into it. These bottom 2 cigars, number 10 and number 9, these cigars I only smoked once, and they blew me away. I mean, crazy good. We're going to start off with the Crowned Heads La Vereda, number 54, 5 5/8 by 54. If this cigar would have came out earlier in the year, this probably would have been much, much higher on my list. Now, you probably think, Kevin, you only smoked the cigar once? And yeah, it's my list. I do what I want. I had to run in the other room and get Jessica, like, you've got to come out and try this. And she was blown away as well. It was just insane good. So, yeah, it's my list. Up next, the Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust StillWell Star Holiday Blend 2023. Same thing, only smoked one. And I was blown away by it. It's my hands down my favorite StillWell Star. The StillWell Star lineup has a little bit of pipe tobacco in it. It's just got an amazing room note, an amazing flavor. I said when if you're drinking hot cocoa and you're eating graham crackers and you're dipping them in your hot cocoa, some of that cinnamon and sugar gets in there and kind of floats on top of the hot cocoa. So when you drink it, you get that hot cocoa, that cinnamon, that sugar. That's what that cigar tastes like, and I love it. Another one, if it would have been out earlier in the year, it definitely probably would have been a little bit higher because I'd have had a chance to smoke a lot more of them. Up next is the Army of Angels Connecticut Toro 6 by 54. If you remember last year, the Army of Angels was my number 1 cigar of last year. I made a rule, most of them are all the new cigars that I've smoked just in 2023. And usually every year, if it was last year, it can't be this year's, which makes no sense at all to anybody. But it's in my brain. So it is what it is. So Angel Benitez, general manager of Corona Cigar, came out with the Connecticut version. And it is hands down, it might be the best Connecticut cigar on the market today. It is bold. It is spicy. It's got some of that FSG in it. Absolutely fantastic cigar. You got to find it. You got to try it. Up next is the Apostate Cigars Feathered Serpent Corona Gorda 6.5 by 48 or 46. I'm a Candela cigar lover. Everybody in the industry knows that. I love Candelas. I tried this cigar the first time, made me fall deeper in love with Candela. A couple of young kids, I hate to call them kids, but they're kids, young children, running this company. They're men. To see a young company and a couple of young gentlemen passionately create a Candela and create a fantastic Candela, it warms the cockles of my heart. And the Apostate Cigars Feathered Serpent Corona Gorda is right there with some of the best Candelas in the market. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to know one of my favorites, Illusione, the Singulare Origen Robusto 5 by 52. I smoke a ton of these cigars. Crazy good. I love this cigars. I smoke a lot of Illusione, but especially over the last couple months, that Origen, hands down, is one that I'm coming back to every single time. Up next, what we got? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 6 is the Drew Estate M81 Blackened Toro 6x52. This debuted on the Freestyle Live, and if you watch my Freestyle Live videos, you'll see where I said this was a Liga Privada T52 killer. This cigar they spent years making. I can't believe it didn't get out. I can't believe nobody told me from Drew Estate. They know I got a big mouth, and I probably would have told everybody else. Unbelievable cigar. I've smoked more of those this year than Liga Privada number 9s combined. It's a great cigar. There's a reason this next cigar is getting so many high scores across every list, and I think you're going to see it in a lot of top 5s. I think you're going to see a lot of number 1s on this, and this is the Family Boshporus. My favorite is the B52 5x52. Tim Ozinger Family Cigars, formerly of CAO Cigars. His father, Jono, started the company. You're going to see this cigar. You're already seeing it. 90s, 92s, 93s, all over the place. This may be a number 1 or number 2 cigar on some of the big lists out there. Up next, the Dissident Cigars Molotov Robusto 5x50. The cigar is shaped like a Molotov cocktail with a little like fan on the fan pigtail. Company owned by 2 of the baddest people in the industry, Josh and Sin Coburn. I love Josh and Sin so much. They are just rad people, and they're good people. So that makes smoking their cigar that much more enjoyable. And it's made at Blackworks Studio, so how can you go wrong with that? So the Dissident Cigars Molotov and the Robusto 5x50. Up next, boy, it's number 1 and 2, battled it all year long. Even Jessica, she loves both of these, and she's like, man, how are you going to decide? And I go, it's tough. It's tough. So number 2 is the Foundation Cigars Olmec and the Corona Gorda 5.5 by 48. Jessica, this is one of her favorite cigars of the year. Luckily, she works at Corona Cigar. She gets an employee discount, so she's constantly bringing home fistfuls of these cigars, and we're both smoking them left and right, and it's insane. Olmec may make number 1 on a few lists. I can see that. I know it's going to be in the top 5, top 3 of a lot of lists, and like I said, it really battled. And Nick Melillo, my boy, I love Nick. And number 2. So number 1, the Arteseno Tel Tobacco, El Pulpo Belicoso Grande 5 3/4 by 58. When Billy and Gus released the La Viva La Vida line in 2019, immediate hit, crazy numbers. They could have done what a lot of other companies did and start pounding out cigars, but no, they spent years developing their next cigar because they knew it had to compete with that Viva La Vida. And AJ Fernandez once again absolutely crushed it. Billy and Gus, great guys, fantastic cigars. That Viva La Vida is just insane. Jessica and I smoke a lot of those. I smoke a lot of the Arteseno del Tobacco El Pulpo. She doesn't smoke a lot of them because I hoard them all, and I actually hide them in my humidor so she can't find them and smoke them. So that's my bad, but it is what it is. So that is my favorite cigar, my number 1 cigar of 2023. If you have any questions about my list, leave a comment, but it is what it is. It's my list. I know the 2 bottom ones are going to get me some slack because I've only smoked 1 of them, but it's one of those cigars, you smoke 1, it makes such an impact on you. How do you not include it? Now, there were so many other cigars, so many tons of great cigars out there. Leave me a comment, whatever platform you're watching this on, and tell me what was your number 1 cigar of 2023.